to do her thing. And I drew an
Thanks
orc.
again. Yeah,
Orc
affiliates,
plus
exciting.
Kogla.
Nice. Kogla?
Yeah, it's Kong.
Not to be confused with Kaiga.
Dude, for the longest time I thought it was Kolga, because
Yeah.
that sounds like a name that something might be named. Not Kogla.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Might as well just call him Kongla.
Yeah. Kongla. No. Here's your food.
Much obliged.
Sweet Ashaya game.
Okay. Actually hit the log button. Cool. Next.
Yeah. I think we cut to commercial, come back for another game.
Hell yeah.
Sounds awesome to me.
I should make an Ebon Death deck. I didn't put Ebon Death in Kalia, but I think... I don't know. Okay, talk me into or out of. I got a Kalia deck. I reworked her. Do you think I should, and we'll both have a deck of yours? That's a good point.
Oh, hilarious.
I'll go on deck stats. You have a bunch of decks, right? And I'll just cop one of yours. Talk me into or out of. I want to build a version of Kalia for every combination. So a no dragons deck, a dragons only deck, a no demons deck, a demons only deck. I currently have all three. Anyways, we're going to go on break. We're going to throw a real-ass commercial in there, because we're affiliates. We can do that. Oh, yeah.
we're affiliates. We can badger you with ads.
Yeah. Just, I want you to know, part of the affiliate agreement is they can run whatever the hell ads they want, and we don't get to object. Or we don't get to, have any legal recourse. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you, whatever they're advertising is trash garbage. Don't buy it.
Yeah, because you were Eldritch Knight.
Yeah. I didn't hear Mike, but we're back. The other Mike. Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say we're back. I heard them say 1 minute left.
Yeah.
I'm pitching a duplicate. I'm playing Prosper. Probably wasn't clear.
Sweet. I don't know who I want to play. Who have I not played against Prosper? Has Prosper lost to anyone other than Marwyn at all?
Negative.
James loves the stash.
Yeah, dude, you're actually a fan?
James himself has...
Not just telling me what I want to hear.
Man, you guys sold out. You be careful, I'll run another ad right now. No, oh yeah, no, James himself has a very similar stash.
Oh yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, I decided that it finally didn't look absolutely ridiculous, so I kept it. Or it's the fact that it does look absolutely ridiculous as to why I'm keeping it.
I mean, either way, it really grew on you.
Yep, yes it did. Oh, it's definitely growing on me for sure.
Guys, what deck should I play? I mean,
the Allbeard sounds like the best D&D item. The Allbeard.
I saw James typing, so I'm gonna pander to James and be like, I'm playing the deck that I've decided you really like. Griswold. I'm playing plants.
And he has the ability right now to give us plants.
That's right. Oh, who goes first?
Looks like budget Freddie Mercury, so like Freddie Venus. Alfred Uranus.
Oh, you're gonna fret it, huh? Well, man, buy me dinner first.
Freddie, like a fret on a guitar.
I think he played guitar. Joe says yes.
Nice.
We said a lot of things. I don't know what we said yes to.
We say so many things. I think that was on... Was that the riff tracks for Ready Player One? Where Bill keeps saying, that's what I say whenever this happens. And he says that so many times throughout the riff tracks, and the guy's like, Bill, you say so many things.
Maybe.
Hey man, budget Freddie Mercury is way better than like pedo stash.
Absolutely. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the phrase like budget blank as an insult, but budget Freddie Mercury is still pretty good. Like, it's like saying I don't have a solid gold toilet. My budget solid gold toilet is like solid silver.
Yeah, right. Still worth vastly more than your average toilet, just not as much as a gold toilet.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, seriously.
Oh, you know what? How about Silver Metal Freddie Mercury? That's on brand for us.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm debating what I want to pitch, if anything.
Oh, Freddie Silver. Because Mercury's also an element.
There we go.
and we're out for the night. That's it. We're done.
We had some good ones. We had one like on the couch and we were like, well, it's just downhill from here.
Yeah, right.
All right,
Who'd have thought we'd peak again?
I suppose I pitch nothing. How would you like to decide who goes first?
I picked last time.
Oh, you picked how we picked? Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to flip 2 coins.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to land where they may. Call in the air if they're the same or different.
Cool.
And I'm going to aim for the box.
Perfect.
I don't think I can flip at all left-handed. Okay.
Different.
Tails and tails.
Tails. Damn it.
I gotta fix the link.
Take the blue pill.
Yeah.
HTTP Matrix.
Matrix.2.
/#/ silver medalist.
// Remember,
Forward
ever
slash.
rising, ever forward.
Oh, okay.
Don't ask me how that helps you remember. It doesn't, but you know.
I mean, it probably will.
I play this Temple of Milady. When it enters tipped, I get to secretly cry 1. I will leave that card right there and say go.
I before E, except after C, and
Oh, and
sometimes
also.
other times. Bajuka Bog, fuck your graveyard.
Sweet. Also enter tap.
And it's your turn.
Sweet.
Are you ready?
Nothing better than a first turn Bajuka Bog.
Hell yeah. I play a Forest and then a Golgari Signet, and then say go.
I've got a mountain into an arcane signet, and it's your turn.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I play
This card makes sense now.
a Snockervard Frist, and then Badip, Harrow.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, no, I sacrifice this regular forest, search my library for 2 basics, put them onto the battlefield. Not even tapped? I forgot it said that.
Yep.
What a cool card.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy that card's been the same for decades.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's just remained legal. The UN has not stepped in. Having sacked a forest, I'll put a forest, this one foil. Not even tapped. And then a swamp.
It's allowed to stay that way because of how devastating it is when it gets countered.
Yeah.
Did you just pay 3 mana to sack a land? Cool.
Well, that's fine. Make something else a land. Dryad Arbor. Finally, I unstranded my commander. Harrow done. 3 mana to just live my life. My best life. How about Awakening Zone, also known as the space right outside my bed. All right, go ahead. Ooh. Okay.
We get a swamp and a prosper.
1 cast.
And end of my turn, I exile the top card of my library. It is a light up the stage.
Nice.
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep, I get a spawn. That's the 0/1.
0/1 spawn.
Bam. I can sack it for a colorless. But I'm going to draw this card. How about an Overgrown Tomb? Pay 2 life and enter tapped. How about you just enter tapped? Go on ahead. A black, a green, and 1 more. Grismold, 1 cast of the boy. And he lives. And I got 2 sort of 3 mana. Let's... Light at the stage is... Let me read this card.
Exile the top 2 cards and can play them until the end of my next turn.
Cool. Alright. Nobody's got haste, so let's drop out a Sakura Tribelder.
Nice.
And say go. So we both get a plant.
We get plants.
No thanks to the audience. No, I'm kidding.
And the James goes wild. No thanks to the audience.
Where are my real plants? Lost. Anyways. Have a printed plant. Like
Thank
a
you.
savage.
Way to plant, and
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah. You know how good I am? I gave you a plant.
I gave me a plant. That's how good you are. Path of Ancestry.
Cool.
Which is hilarious because there's like a single other warlock in the deck and no other tieflings.
There's only one tiefling?
Actually, I think the only other one is a tiefling warlock. So, yay. Okay, I guess. We're not gonna play the Path of Ancestry just in case.
Wiped from my brain.
Perfect. We're gonna pay 2 and a red and cast a light up the stage. So it gets me a treasure and exiles the top 2 cards of my library, which is a Revel in Riches and a Black Market. Those are roughly the exact same fucking card.
I mean, they're both gonna really do great things for you.
And Path of Ancestry tapped.
Is that?
Remember that thing you didn't remember? Well, here it is again. And then I guess a Mind Stone. And it's your turn.
Sweet, sweet.
I exile the top card of my library. It's a duplicate.
On tap. Upkeep, I'll have another spawn. I don't know, man. I think 1's enough. He's already, like, defeated God, as far as comic book characters by Seth MacFarlane go.
The Spawn?
Spawn.
Yeah.
Man himself. This would be a great time
Defeated everyone.
I know, right?
Except for Saitama.
This would be an excellent time for, Field of the Dead to make a rare appearance.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not going to, so. I think what has to happen first is... I should count my mana. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then arguably 2 more. And I'll give you a tapped one. Okay. 2, 3, 4, one of which green. Well, you say here. One of which green. Doubling season. And now the fun begins. Sort of. Let me start by sacking 2 Eldrazi spawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 counters for Griswold. And 2 colorless mana for me. I will play Sword of the Animist.
Nice.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then it's 2 mana to do the thing, and it's creature token dies. So actually, I kind of just... Sacro won't actually help me. That could be any message of any kind. And then I suppose just move to combat. I got a already problematic Griswold. I think we swing with the entire house, but I should probably... I can't, actually put the sword on him. Alright, Finod asks, no Sword of the Animist. You never saw it. These spawns are here. There's 2 of them. Yeah, I think send... Actually, Griswold's a 3/3. Alright. We're gonna send the whole house to start. It'll be fun.
I blocked the Sakura Tribe Elder.
Makes sense. I immediately sack it
Mm-hmm.
for basic land, put it on the battlefield, tapped. Cool. Actually, I shouldn't attack with them. Would it change your mind if I did not attack with my 0/1s?
Yes, because I wouldn't consider blocking one with this plant. So, it's fine.
So, like this? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool, cool.
I still block the Sakura Tribe Elder.
Sweet. I can't do the thing I wanted anyway, but that's fine. Alright, search my for a basic land, put it on the battlefield, tapped. Do I have a snow-covered swamp at the moment? No? Cool, that's fine. Pretty sure there was at least one in this deck. Snow-covered swamp tapped.
It's nice that the mustache is being compared to Freddie Mercury and not Tom Selleck.
I am still going to sack both Eldrazi spawn to float the mana just for funsies, even though I'm not going to be able to cast a card on it because I want the counters on Griswold since you're blocking them.
Mm-hmm.
4 counters on him. Out of the way.
And I take 7.
Take 7.
8.
8. But, no, wrong person. You take 8, not I. And 7 of it is mold damage.
No, I have 7 more.
And go ahead, have a plant. I'll have 2.
Plants.
Must be on the back of something. These 2 are untapped.
Alright, draw. Play a Temple of the False Gods.
Nice.
Play a Temple of the False Gods. Motherfucking Temple of the False Gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a Revel in Riches. Ding.
Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies,
I
create a treasure.
Get a treasure.
And when you control 10 treasures, you win.
Yep, beginning of my upkeep.
Yeah.
Gets me a treasure. And you have a plant up?
2.
2 plants
They
up?
were doubled.
Right. Swing with 2 plants and a prosper.
I'll risk it. I'll block plants with plants.
Cool.
8 counters for Griswold.
2 extra treasures for me. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Gives me enough for the duplicate.
I need to blow him up.
Get rid of your Griswold.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gets me a treasure.
I cried about it briefly.
Nice! Good! Tears
Gets you
fuel
a
my
treasure.
treasures. That remains in exile forever because I can't cast it. Move to my end step and exile this mountain.
No, it's my turn. I will have 2 Eldrazi spawn. Draw a card. Okay. Griswold would be 5. That's in the budget, I think. That is somewhat saddening, but yeah, it's in the budget. Let's throw out some Griswold. Another cast. Please and thank you. Okay. Move to combat. Scary plant coming your way.
Block with duplicate.
Makes sense. 2 counters for Griswold.
Treasure for me.
And my turn. Have a plant. I'll have 2.
Cool.
Need a calculating.
Driver. Play a mountain for the turn. It gets me a treasure. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For a fevered suspicion, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among those non-land cards without paying their mana costs. Fuck. I do not want to cast a Damnation, I don't think.
Stays exiled.
Fevered Suspicion also exiles and casts during my next upkeep for free.
Cool.
That really puts a damper on things. Okay. I guess swing with the squad.
I'll keep a spawn back, but one plant, one spawn. No, other way around. One spawn, plant. Not that. Just something to kill the plant.
Sure.
Yeah. 2 plants down, 1 spawn down.
3 treasures for me.
And that's plus 3, 6 tokens, counters for Griswold. Goes up to 8 counters.
Move to my end step and exile this Lelia.
Makes sense.
It's your turn.
You got 6 treasures at the moment. End of your turn.
That's actually really cool.
New Mortal Kombat animated comes out Tuesday. Oh yeah, it's pretty exciting. Assassin's Trophy, Revel in Riches. Destroy target, permanent, and opponent controls. So you may search the library for a basic land.
Oh, cool.
Put on the play. Yeah, there you go. And then shuffle.
Battlefield tapped? Or just into play?
Nope, just on the battlefield.
I grab a swamp.
Sweet. And then I'll have my actual turn. Untap. Upkeep. 2 more spawns. I'm gonna just put the 3 there because I'm unlikely to, attack with them. Cabal coffers. Come on. Okay. Oh, you got that motherfucker? Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Oh yeah, the one that exiles cards when she attacks. Gets bigger whenever a card gets exiled.
Alright, let me start by sacking those 2 new spawns for 2 colorless mana. Sword of the Animist, which no one remembers. That's 4 more counters for Griswold.
Okay, you had that card.
Yeah. Sack the remainder for 1, and then another mana to put the Sword of the Animist on the Griswold. 2 more counters from it dying. Goes up to 14 counters. And if only you had flash speed. How many swamps do I actually control? Because I'm pretty sure it's like none. 2. Cool. Bam.
Overgrown Tomb is a swamp.
Oh, cool. Oh, I have a 3rd.
So
Bam.
it breaks even now.
Yeah. Regular swamp. Why not? Journey to Eternity on Griswold.
Respond.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. And Raging Demon. Sorry, Hurl Through Hell.
Exile.
Exile target creature until the end of your next turn. You may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though or mana of any color to cast that spell. I don't think it actually does that because it goes to the command zone. But it's okay.
Like, does it say as long as it remains exiled?
Nope. Just says
I
exile
think you
target
can.
creature until end of your next turn. You may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though or mana of any color to cast that spell.
Fair enough. Go ahead. He costs 3. I'm gonna look it up. What's it called? Hurl Through Hell?
Hurl Through Hell.
I feel like this is a thing that would have a direct ass ruling to say like, no, commander doesn't count, or yes, it does.
It is a level 14 Warlock ability.
Okay, but how much mana?
2 a red and a black.
Okay.
During my upkeep, Fever of Suspicion casts. Gets me
Normal timing rules. Does not say anything about commanders. Brood Monitor. Do you want it? It comes with some scions.
Yeah, I mean, I cast it. It gets me a thing. Yeah, that doesn't wipe my board for no reason. Put 3 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature tokens onto the battlefield. They have sacrifice this creature, add 1 colorless to your mana pool.
That's why they're not under S for Scion, they're under E for Eldrazi.
And there are 3 of them. Excellent. Then we play a mountain.
Oh, and
We 2 and a red for Eulalia. Bing. No fair sign.
Vong. It's not that.
That's it. 1, 2, and a black for a Swiftfoot Boots on the Prosper for the You Can't Target It ability.
Mostly.
And then 1, 2, 3 for Theater of Horrors. All the horrors.
Theater of Horror sounds way better.
Agreed.
Beginning of your upkeep, exile. During your turn, if an opponent lost life, you may pay lands and cast spells from among cards exiled with it. Cool. Oh, and you can also 3 and red throw damage. Cool.
And we will move to combat. We'll swing with a Prosper,
Makes sense.
a Duplicant,
Makes sense.
and a Lelia. Lelia exiles a Diabolic Intent. When
2,
she
4,
exiles,
5.
+1/+1 counter on her. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
Browsing in private. Fucking. Thanks, browser. Alright, hang on. Let me go back to real mode. Apparently I swiped in the wrong direction somewhere. There we go. That's 1, and 1 of it is Prosper.
And then 1 and a black. To cast the Diabolic Intent, sacking one of my Eldrazi Scions. Gets me a treasure. I go look through my deck for a card. Put it into my hand. I mean, that just seems like the right call, but there might be something a little more fun to grab. Yeah, I think we'll grab that. That just sounds like a better call. That would be fun, but... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're going with that one. It's big. It's ugly. I will exile the top card of my library at the end of my turn, and then it's your turn.
Alright. Untap. I have 2 spawns. Draw.
My top card is a swamp.
Search my library for 2 basic lands, reveal them, put 1 into my hand, the other onto the battlefield.
What a card to draw while you have no other cards in hand.
Boy, I could pay for stuff. Basic lands, alright. There's a swamp on the battlefield tapped. There's a foil swamp I reveal and put in my hand.
Joe says there's a new Mortal Kombat animated movie on Tuesday.
Yeah, it looks good. The previous one looked good. It was, or it was good. It was very much like, you know, the plot of Mortal Kombat as we know it. Naturally, a lot of centering on Scorpion, as one does.
Oh, some
I mean-
random guy named Cole.
Yeah. I know, like, poor Liu Kang. Never before has the main character of a series been not the main character. As much as Liu Kang.
I mean, he got his own movie.
Okay.
2 even. He was in the second one, right?
Yeah.
Was Liu Kang in Annihilation?
Yeah, but that was...
I don't remember enough of it. Oh, right. He became the dragon
Yeah.
and fought a Hydra.
Okay. Cabal Coffers will now tap for 4. That's exciting. Well, Liu Kang sucks. Yeah, kinda.
I mean,
He's not amazing, but he's better
he
than Cole.
throws fireballs.
Yeah.
You try being a human and throwing fireballs.
I mean, he had to be in. Well, anyways. 4 and a green would be 5 total, and another 2. Here's the boy again. That's 1 more cast.
It's your boy Griswold.
And my turn. Have a plant, I'll have 2.
I will have a plant. Wait a plant and...
Liu Kang, like, in the new movie, he was cool. Like, you run up, like, the way they meet him is a fireball comes from off screen. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing that I like. I liked Liu Kang as not the main character. I just think Johnny Cage should have been your main character.
Yeah. He's your fish out of water. He's exactly what Cole should have been.
Absolutely. Right. He's a fucking actor. But, I mean, I think he should have been played by Steven Seagal, or at the very least, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, definitely.
Right, because he's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
During my upkeep, this card gets exiled on my Theater of Horrors. It's a Viridian Longbow. That gets a counter. I draw for the turn. It's a that card. I play a swamp. It gets me a treasure. Itali for 6.
He's already terrifying. When he attacks,
We
Amazing.
both exile the top card of our library, and I can cast any number of spells.
I made that cut of Mortal Kombat. That's like
Yeah, without Cole.
cut out Cole, cut out Arcana, and it's a vastly better movie.
Yeah. Then you also cut out Melina.
I think maybe. I know I had to take Goro, unfortunately, but that's fine. He was a monster. He wasn't like a character this time.
Yeah, I mean, we got a much better Goro fight in that movie. I'll tell you that. It wasn't a punch to the nads and then pushed off a cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Witty line about sunglasses.
Yeah, those were $500 sunglasses, asshole. Yeah. No, I was like, what was it? As much as I say the old movie was better, I'm not gonna lie, the new Goro was animated much better, as opposed to like a puppet, clearly. Goro already doesn't make sense because he just has arms attached to him,
Right.
but no pectoral muscles to do this with his arm, like below, you know.
Yeah, right. So I swing with an Atali, a Lelia. I think I leave my Prosper back.
Okay.
I
You know what this card is, but anyone have trample? No. Good.
should know what that card is, but I don't. So.
I'll give you a hint. This is the top card of my graveyard.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. So when Lelia attacks, I exile the top card of my library. I can cast it till the end of my turn. Cast that card this turn, yep. So she gets a counter, and then we both exile the top cards of our library. I can cast any number of those spells.
Aid from the cowl.
Whenever you exile one or more cards from your library. So this gets another counter, so she's a 7/7.
If a permanent left the battlefield, you get to
Wonderful.
flip and have
I
something.
cast it, gets me a counter.
Yeah.
I cast a Chaos Warp on your doubling season.
I sack the
treasure.
sack the Eldrazi spawn in response just to get 4 counters on Griswold.
That makes a lot of sense.
And now I get to declare blockers?
Mm-hmm.
Plant.
You get to Chaos Warp.
Oh, cool.
So shuffle your doubling season in.
There it is. And now let's see if it pays off. 2016. Oh man, that should be the command. Instead of boat,
What is it?
just pay off 2016 or something.
Oh yeah.
We know a guy whose screen name is Chaos Pays Off 2016. And like, in 2017 I get it. In 2021 it's kind of funny. You want to cut?
Yeah. Gotcha that. It's
Did you? Crows and Grip. So it stays right there?
Stays on top of
Okay.
my library, on top of your library, yep. And then I'm in for 7 and 6 is 13.
Plant.
Yep.
2 counters to Griswold.
Sure.
He's at 6.
You've taken no damage.
Pretty much.
I pay 4 to throw damage at you.
I'll go to 33.
I pay
1 to cast a Viridian Longbow.
1, 2, 3, 4 to cast a Viridian Longbow and equip it to a Prosper. Gets me a treasure. Throw damage at your Grismold.
Oh, is Death Touch?
I have Death Touch, yeah. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, you may put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put it to the bottom of your library.
Why, yes, you
Permanent.
sacked a treasure.
Oh, shit, I sacked a treasure. Here I was thinking like, oh, I could sack my Mind Stone and get a permanent I control to leave the battlefield, but apparently it's already done for me. So I think I cast the Signet so that I can get another treasure. Move to my end step. We'll have Aid of the Cowl proc. It's a Talisman of Indulgence. And then Prosper removes the top card of my library from the game.
2 mana rock, tap for colorless, or tap for one of either color but take damage.
Yep.
Cool.
And it's your turn.
I know this next one isn't going to save me.
It's a Crows and Grip.
Yep.
Gets rid of the longbow at
I
least.
play a swamp, and then with a bunch of mana. Well, actually, I should count up how much mana, but whatever. Bam, that's 3. Crows and Grip. I can't afford Griswold, I think. Actually, let me count. You know what this is. We looked at it. You're a swamp. You are not. You are 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ooh, 5 swamps.
5 swamps
Yeah, you definitely got enough for.
Griswold. So if I were to do that, that'd be 5 swamps, and he would cost me 6, 7, 8.
And you have 2 Eldrazi
No,
spawns, I think.
I have 1 because doubling season.
Right, because I got rid of it.
Okay.
Doubling season like a pro player.
Yeah, it seems like a good thing. 5.
Idiots should know to get rid of a doubling season.
Yeah, exactly.
It says doubling right in the name.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I mean, you say that, but my ooze deck is not scary. 5, and he costs 6, 7, 8, and a green. So 6, 7, 8, and a green. Sure, why not? Bit more mold. 1 more cast. Please and thank you. Yeah, kind of gotta. I'm gonna sack the Eldrazi. It doesn't matter. No, I need the blocker. Okay. I will Frozen Grip, Viridian Longbow. Just first chance I get.
Yep. It's a strong combination with the Prosper.
Tapped out, Sega.
We get plants.
That's right. I'll have 1 singular plant.
I crack my Mind Stone to draw a card. With this talisman. And then pay 4 mana to throw a damage at you with my Theater of Horrors.
I go to 32.
Draw that card.
And refill my Agua de Jamaica.
Upkeep.
Which is a special game action that doesn't use the stack.
Nice. Not too many of those.
No, there's a lot. There's a long ass list.
This gets exiled. It's a Commander Sphere gets exiled on my Theater of Horrors. I play a mountain, which gets me a treasure.
Oh, and what I actually look to my right. Oh, no, I already did it. Good. Hellbent marked.
Okay. What's my life total?
32.
To your
32.
Also 32? Jeez.
Your commander damage is 7.
3, 4. For the Lash Wraith.
Strong.
Uh,
Watch me watch. This is an Urborg. I promise you.
Yeah, I only have the 3 swamps, so that would be lovely if you could draw an Urborg. Shit, and then I need 2 black to suit it up. My guy dies.
Token dead?
Token dies, yeah.
Oh, the counter for Griswold.
Sure. So that's +3/+3 on the Prosper. How big is Griswold right now?
4/4.
4/4, okay. Okay. We're gonna move to combat.
Can't wait for it.
Lelia, a Tali, and a Prosper. She attacks, and she's gonna get 2 more counters. She's gonna go up to a 3. Because this gets exiled, I can cast it this turn. We both exile a card off of a Tali. I can cast it for free.
Phyrexian Altar.
Cool, I will cast that. Gets me a treasure. Gets me a treasure there.
You should sack these for 2 colorless.
Yeah.
No, Phyrexian Altar. For a color.
Yeah, for any color, man. That's intense.
How big is Prosper at the moment?
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
4, 7. All right. I'll put a plant in his way.
And then 6, 6, and an 11, 11.
And does Atali is when she attacks? Doesn't matter if she hits me.
Right.
All right. I guess I'll take the Atali to the face and put the spawn in front of Lelia.
Cool.
So, like so. 2 tokens down, 2 counts for Griswold.
I pay 3 and get a Commander Sphere because you took damage this turn. Which gives me a treasure. And I will pay 3 and get a Orazga Relic. It taps for a colorless, and then I can tap it, gain tap it, sacrifice it, gain 3 life, and draw a card. Activate it only if I have the city's blessing, which I definitely do.
City just hands out blessings.
Yeah.
Like, the one time I didn't have the city's blessing, I was like, what?
Well, I'm gonna put the Swiftfoot Boots over on my crossbar.
That should be a command we have. Someone has had an ability that couldn't trigger because you didn't have the city's blessing.
I'm not playing the Blasphemous Act. Already played a land for the turn. I move to my end step. 8 of the Cowl. Gets me a Forgotten Cave. And I exile a Cut to Ribbons off of my Prosper. Those cards go to exile.
Take my turn. Draw, and also I'll have a spawn.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Ashnod's Altar.
Wow, that's like a Phyrexian Altar and Ashnod's Altar right next to each other.
I know, right? But
How many guys do you have?
I know, right? I'll just pay 2 regular ass mana. Oh, who do you got up, by the way?
A Duplicant, a Brood Monitor, 2 Scions, and 2 Plants.
What is the duplicate?
A 2/4.
Oh, he was a Griswold? Okay, yeah.
Hit your Griswold, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, 2/4, a surprisingly big thing, I think.
3/3.
3/3, yeah. You got a good amount of block. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's at 6. I'm gonna pay 2, just regular ass 2. Put the thing on him. And then end my turn. Let's have a plan.
I get a plant. I'm also going to sack my Commander Sphere and a Razka Relic to draw cards.
Oh, drawn cards, sounds cool.
I
I'm gonna just type
agree.
in Hellbent real quick.
Alright. So, bunch of mana up. Upkeep. This card gets exiled. It's a Vance's Blasting Cannons. This goes up to 4. Okay, so I guess before we do anything else, we pay 4 mana.
Read this card, warrior.
Sure.
Beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. If it's a non-land, you may cast it this turn. Whenever you cast your 3rd spell in a turn, you may transform.
Wild Magic Sorcerer.
There's 1.
The first spell you cast from exile each turn has Cascade.
Cool.
Thank you.
That is real great in this deck.
Yeah, it seems pretty awesome. I'm trying to think because I think I want to cast the Blasting Cannons. Because then when I attack with the Atali, it'll be the 3rd spell that I cast, and I can flip the Blasting Cannons. How big is Griswold?
3, 4, plus 3.
7.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll pay 2 Swamp. Move the Lash Wraith over onto Atali. Give her the +3/+3. Make her as a 9/9. And then we'll throw a damage at you.
Go to 31.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. It gets me a treasure. We cast the Vance's Blasting Cannons. Big Cascades. To a Tybalt's Trickery. Which I think I just put to the bottom.
Wait. Let me read Tybalt's Trickery. Cascade?
It's a counter spell.
Yeah.
So instead of casting it, I just let it go to the bottom.
Is that how Cascade works?
When you cast your first spell from exile cards from the top of your library into exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Okay.
Not shuffle, Alex.
That's fine.
Tybalt's Trickery's on the bottom.
Yeah. We didn't know the order anyway, so.
Right. So first spell, second spell, move to combat. Swing with an Atali and a Lelia.
Plant Scion.
Yep.
I will also sack them both to the altar for 2 colorless mana
When
each.
Lelia attacks, it exiles this.
Terminate.
Terminate. So this goes up to 5. And then we both exile the top card of our libraries.
Until we hit a non-land, or
6.
just...
No, just the top card. I can cast it. I cast an Unstable Obelisk. It's the 3rd spell that I've cast this turn. This flips. Okay, blocking happens.
Yep.
Great. Red and a black for a terminate. Sorry, 1 and a red for a cut. And I throw 4 damage at him.
Just 4?
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything.
Oh, because Ribbons has to be in the... Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Ribbons is what wins this game. And then a red and a black to terminate.
Yeah.
That's me another treasure.
Does stay exiled or go right back?
Sorry, where'd that get exiled from? Oh, just stays exiled.
Thank God. I can afford to cast a card. I need a goddamn card.
Yeah, right.
You already got rid of my damnation? I don't even know.
Excellent. So, I've got a Spitfire Bastion. I move to my end step, 8 of the Cowl. Gets me an Opal Palace.
Cool.
Exile the top card of my library. It's a Valakut's Exploration. This gets another counter.
Have a spawn. Ooh. Hell yeah, you would have been good a while ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much swamp did I say I had? Like 6?
5.
5? 5. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Griswold currently would cost 11.
I think. Damn.
Oh, plus that.
Yep.
I mean, sure, let's have a plant. Yeah, we'll recast them for funsies. I'll sack the Eldrazi spawn for it.
I think you break out with extra mana because of the Ashnauts. So you can leave a mana up.
You're right. I'll leave up this Overgrown Tomb,
Perfect.
which is not enough. And the turn, let's have a plant.
End of your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. To throw a damage at you with my Theater of Horrors.
Go to 3.
1, 2, 3. To lightning bolt you with the Spitfire Bastion.
1, 2, 3. Go to 27.
Yes, yes. Mana and cards to cast with it. Okay, upkeep. This Swamp gets exiled on the Theater of Horrors. It's another +1/+1 counter on the Lelia. Draw a card for the turn. It's kind of exciting. And what's your life total?
27.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Oh, plus you have the Phyrexian Arena and creatures.
Yeah, that I was adding in that to the Phyrexian altar.
I saw these, but I didn't see these.
Well, yeah, because if you have something that stops it. Yeah, I it's fine. You know what I do see? Sleeves. And how you may or may not have tricks up them.
Yeah, that's true. We gotta start quote damage. That's good.
And you've just got the 2 creatures that can block.
Yeah.
And Griswold might be big enough to block the Prosper. We swing with a Duplicant, a Brood Monitor, and a Tali, and a Lelia. Lelia's gonna get 2 more counters this turn because I exile 1 off of her. It's a Massacre Worm. And then we exile cards off of a Tali. So you and I both have a card.
Vampiric Tutor.
Mine's a Vidalcan Orrery.
He forced me to cast it, so I lose 2 life.
So I cast the Vidalcan Orrery.
I'll put a plant in front of your ridiculously big thing.
Cascades.
And
Until something costs less. A Valky God of Lies.
sweet.
Which is another treasure.
And I block anything, but I think you have enough mana. Okay, let's say I'll block your Brood Monitor.
Okay. And the Lelia.
Yep,
So Itali gets through, and the duplicant.
think so.
That's 8. And then I think the rest can just be
Just mana.
sacrificed to the ribbons.
Yeah,
Because you're at how much?
27.
27 minus 8 is 19. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Minus 2 is 23 damage to the ribbons.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then theoretically, if I put my whatever I also block, you can sack in response to for the remaining 2, regardless.
Yeah, but like that
Yeah.
goes away at the end of combat.
Well, yeah, but the point is you can get 27 mana, 2 ribbons,
Yeah.
two ribbons me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lack of card draw loses games, as they say.
Sure.
Sure,
I mean,
why not?
yeah, absolutely. I've never